Ovi and Sidney Crosby have always had a thing. Because number one and number one.
Washington Capitals are pleased to select Alexander Ovechkin.
Pittsburgh Penguins select Sidney Crosby.
We've all had these, the stars that you pick a side. You're a Tiger Woods, you're a Phil Mickelson.
You were a Crosby fan or you're an Ovechkin fan.
Ovechkin fires, he scores!
They wanted to prove to each other who was the better ones.
Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin define greatness.
Those guys, they were at their peaks, right?
Doesn't get any better than this, Doc, and you got the rivalry, the stars with Ovechkin and Crosby.
Ovechkin and Crosby had some great battles.
We got action here. Ovechkin and Crosby.
To not only have two players like that come in one after the other, but be on teams that are in the same division, that are rivals, that couldn't have worked out any better. If Sid was in LA, we never would have had this.
Ovechkin a shot.
With Ovechkin, it's something that, is a great storyline. It's great for hockey. It's great that people just want to see us go against each other. So I think it probably brings the best out of us.
Our playoff series against Pittsburgh was something else.
That series against Pitt was kind of where things started to get put on the map. I think everybody was really paying attention to the Sid versus Ovi battle.
Sent across, Ovechkin scores! The Capitals have won it.
First of all, it's the playoffs, right? Like, we could see it on the bench from day one. But I don't think the hockey world saw it to that magnitude until that playoff game. And then it was like, oh boy.
It was game 2 of the playoffs against Pittsburgh. We had won game 1.
You had the two faces of the league matching up against each other, which really happens in the first round.
They are rocking the red here in Washington.
We're at home that time. The place is rocking.
Fanned out back to him by Letang, and a shot deflected, chopped in!
Sid scores the first goal. And you could just see Ovi on the bench. He sits right in front of me, so you could just see him like, I gotta get one.
That's back on and can be carried back out. Fedorov swung it. Kozlov across that score! Ovechkin!
As a Canadian, and then you're cheering for the Russian in hockey, it's like, this is really strange. I never thought I'd be on this side of it, but
Ovechkin, the one-timer.
it's amazing how much pride you take in it right away.
It's rifled across Bill Guerin off the board. As Gonchar decides to flip one that came in front, Crosby scored! 2-1 Pittsburgh!
It's almost like them two had this, zeroed in focus on competing against each other because, they were going back and forth with their goals.
The marquee guys have lived up to their posting on the outside of the building. Crosby with 2 goals, Ovechkin with 1. Also Fleischmann and Ovechkin left side to Green on the right to Ovechkin and drive, score! And Ovechkin has gotten his second of the night, and it's the tiebreaker.
I remember Alex scoring the second goal off the face-off, and then the next shift he came down, and he was pumped up. I used to think he was the Hulk, right? The madder he got, the better he got, and the stronger he got.
Anytime we were playing Pittsburgh, because of that sort of rivalry, not only on an individual level between Sid and Ovi, it did filter down into the rest of us, and the games started to get more intense.
And now there may be another one.
I hate the word hate, but there was a true sort of these guys are not beating us.
The energy in the building was incredible. It was palpable. And then you're sitting there going, oh my God, this is the duel. Even talking about it now gives me chills just thinking about it. Because it was like, oh my God, what did I just see?
Hat-trick tonight, first career in the postseason. Alexander Ovechkin. Wow.
Played off the outside of the cage. Green working for it there out from Crosby. Didn't get it home. Another try blocked by the defense. Hacked into the air, and they score with 30.4 to go.
And then late in the game, Sid scores his 3rd goal.
Persistence by Crosby at the net mouth.
And there was some contact with Kunitz and Varlamov.
I've always defied the fact that he got that third goal that shouldn't have counted. Anybody wants to go back, Kunitz cross-checks our goalie right in the throat just before that, and it should have been called. He's lying like this. Sid takes 2 or 3 cracks at it and gets a goal. There was only 30 seconds left.
One hat to celebrate the hat trick of Crosby.
I always look at it as that was Alex's night, not Sid's night.
Crosby's been real good tonight. Ovechkin's been better.
We won. He got the 3 goals when they counted.
And it is 2-0 Capitals.
That playoff series just started it for the rest of their time together.
They were just playing at such a high level that was above most of us, so it was fun to witness.
They'd push each other to be better. It was like, if he's going to do this, I'm going to do this. If he's going to do that, I'm going to do this.
Going back, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like the 2 hat tricks. I would say it's unexpected, but as we've seen their careers evolve, it shouldn't have been unexpected.
Who do you think is going to win the heart? You, Sidney Crosby.
There's a lot of great moments in hockey, but I don't think there's anything better as a Caps fan than watching those 2 battle it out for years. You knew no matter what, you're going to get the best out of both of those every game.
Will we ever see something like that again? No clue.